because you were asleep. Wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up, Chris. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, San Francisco. I'm Danny Tanner.
He's lying. He's not Danny Tanner. He's not Danny Tanner at all.
Shit, man. Fucking Jason.
Oh, shit.
Fucking
What's going on?
Jason.
How's it going? How are you? Well, I won't call you gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Good.
All right.
How you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Where's damn Jason? How you rad cats doing over there?
Yeah. We're good. We're ready. We're ready.
We're getting there.
Oh, we got two Jasons on the show. My bad.
All right. That's right. One doesn't talk, though. Well, hopefully he does tonight.
This is the cool Jason.
Part
That's
7.
it's gonna be like that episode of the Arsenio Hall show when he had Jason on and he just sat there.
For part 8. Yes. I love it.
This is the Jason that sits with the campers and tokes with them before he kills them.
Right.
Hey, that's fair. That is fair. And there's the man, the myth.
What up, Nick?
Hey, I want to apologize to the Stirred Heads. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope you guys can understand. I had to race off my show right before this. I don't know if any of you out there really knows what it feels like to hold in a piss so hard that it just hurts everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I had to do that, but I had to take a shit. And that just took a little while longer.
Those are worse.
Hey, what's going on, Dave and Chad, man, here?
I didn't even know we were live yet.
I knew we were. I saw the live button. I was like, I'm going to go for it.
You had to. You had to. I'm glad you did.
Poor Destiny was in my show, and I'm just like, all right, it was great to see you and take care of you. I was like, all right, we got to cut. Let me explain. I got to get the sturdy show. It's like 7:40. So, you're right.
Look at this. You have to buy pizza first since you're late. Look at this.
Yeah.
Paul's buying us pizza.
Right,
All right,
late.
Paul.
Woo!
No. He's saying
Inflation's over.
nothing.
I like anchovies and pineapple.
I don't believe you.
See, another one with the pineapple.
I like pineapple.
Pineapple.
I like the
Yes.
pineapple around.
I don't mind pineapple. I'll eat a Hawaiian all day long.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you really like anchovies and pineapple?
I love their pizza too.
Now, hey, I don't do seafood. I don't do seafood. Anchovies actually almost ruined Caesar salad for me because supposedly it's actually like the Caesar dressing is actually made with what you call it. So I was like,
Not supposedly, it does. Facts.
well, you know.
Anchovies are just tuna with a lot of salt. That's what it tastes like.
I'm good on that.
And I thought tuna had a lot of salt.
I mean, a lot of salt. Like, there's more salt than seafood tastes.
This is an educational program.
Yeah, I'm an island boy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like my coconut, my pineapple.
You're an island boy.
Oh, I can't have the pina colada. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta find that video now. I'm an island boy.
Trying to make it.
Oh, sorry, I got another announcement for you.
Uh-oh.
I'm in a movie, and the trailer just came out.
Oh shit!
Oh,
What is it?
Dave Kerr's film, The Slasher Nurse.
Is he related to Steve Kerr?
Well, maybe.
I got that reference.
Well, congrats, man! You have to shoot out a link. We'll check it out.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I'll share it in the, if it's cool with Sturdy, I'll share it in the thing.
All right.
In the commentos. Well, here's the private chat. Nah, he's the one that did Bloody Summer Camp, and his new movie Go Away is making the rounds now.
Nice.
Nice. I did finally just want to let you all know I watched all 3 summer camps or sleepaway camps.
Well, when you say all 3, you do realize there's 5 of them, right?
God damn it. I thought there was only 1, 2, and 3.
God damn it! I thought I was done.
Well, the other 2 are really hard to find.
You could have said something when I posted that shit on TikTok.
Well,
Damn
Return to Sleepaway Camp is you can find that. That's not too hard.
I haven't been able to find it to watch other than like for expensive.
Yeah.
It's on,
seen
the
4 and
one, I
5 neither.
found mine on Tubi.
Oh,
The first
thanks.
3 at least.
Yeah, the second and third one are my favorites because they're so batshit insane.
The 4th
Second
one's
one.
uncompleted.
Is it?
I gotta watch them.
I thought the first one was nutty at that. I like the whole time I was kind of like, it can't be her, right? It can't be her. And then at the end, it's technically not her, it's him.
Spoiler.
I was like, oh shit. No, not really. They don't know who, what, which one.
It's Angela. You're watching
You
a horror
fucking
podcast.
guy.
You're
I don't
welcome.
know.
What happens if nobody's seen it before, like me?
I don't fuck. The movie's like from 1983. Like, I don't care. Get with it. That is like one of the most shocking movies. You're watching a horror podcast. Now, listen. If you're listen, I respect new to horror, but if you're new to horror, especially, you got to be okay with spoilers at this point. Like, I get the new stuff, but shut up.
Yeah, there's an
Yes,
expiration
Mr.
date on
Voorhees.
spoilers.
Wait, what'd you say, Jason? Voorhees?
I said there's an expiration date on spoilers.
Yep. The seed
Okay.
snob, if it's older than 5 years, we won't spoil it, and it also depends on the movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
On horror
Oh,
research,
if it's older than 5 years, we will spoil it. Anything less than 5 years, we won't. Sorry.
you know what?
That's fair.
That's fair. I like that rule.
No.
5 years. You know what? I'll put it to you like this. If I talk about it on this show, it's more than likely going to be spoiled, especially if I've seen it. So
Yeah. Sturdy's got a 5-minute rule.
there's your
Which is
warning.
How long it takes him to set up
Well, no,
yeah.
if it's a theater release, I do tend to stay away from those for a while. But anything else, like if it's a streaming release, no, that's different. Fuck that.
Jason, don't look now, but you have God behind you. You might want to tell him, like, calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at that face. That's a face right there. Flip that camera down so I can see that neck on that face.
Wow. That's
Yes.
That's a weird
Turned on right
request.
now. I'm not hard, but I'm turned
Make
on.
him pay for that, Jason. Make him pay for that. Don't give him that for free.
What show are we on?
That's the least I can do for the feet pics.
Only fins where we pretend to be porpoises and just fuck each other. There's a clip for you.
What the fuck? I guess so. Holy shit.
Welcome to OnlyFins with Sir Sturdy.
Nope. Don't.
Like,
nope,
isn't that
don't
why
find
you
me.
keep me around?
Yeah, speaking of anchovies,
Yeah, leave my cousins alone.
Oh my
Little
God.
Mick Energy's coming at you, hardcore.
Nice.
Stop spamming emotes warning. Oh, is that you? Nightbot.
Ooh, Nightbot's getting mad at Trip M.
What happened to Trip M?
What did it say? What happened?
What's wrong
I
with
have
Trip M?
no idea.
You can say
He's
whatever
just
you
doing
want.
emotions.
Have fun.
He's doing emojis.
Oh, he's doing emojis. Gotcha.
Paul, as long as you're not putting bananas on pizza, man, we're good.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Bananas on. What up?
You want to know
Alex?
what's
How you
fucking
doing,
good?
bro?
You know what's fucking good? And I got and yeah, I'll say this because one of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life taught me this.
Paula Abdul.
Only thing that ever happened in terms of teaching. I am far way uglier for this woman than need be, but slice of pizza, get a New York style pizza, just put a little bit of French dressing on it. It's fucking brilliant.
A little bit of fresh
Oh,
what?
yeah.
French dressing on it.
French
It's
dressing?
fucking brilliant. The
I
orange shit.
second that.
I never liked it until she showed me that, and I was like, "This is fucking phenomenal."
Yeah, when you work at a pizza place, you start to get very experimental with different ways to keep it fresh. And some of the dressings do go well with pizza, depending on which pizza it is.
I have no doubt that's how we got like fucking Alfredo pizza and garlic parmesan. All that shit.
There's people trying shit. Sometimes drunk, sometimes high.
You know what, Paul? She was from Florida. I don't want to hear it. You fucking around with that. Now Floridians, that's a different story, but whatever.
Some Jersey fine
Hell
dining,
yeah.
huh?
We actively
Bacon
try to help
ranch?
make it so
Mm.
Sturdy can't start a show by talking about other stuff.
This is how we warm up. You see, you got to warm up the vocals, Jason. Singers sing.
We already let you say too much in that sentence right there.
So who wears the fin first tonight?
R. Kelly drips before he pees, huh?
What?
What?
Bro, even
silence.
Voorhees
Nobody
is
say anything.
shocked.
No, Mick said something. I was waiting
The
for him to
host
say something.
No, I'm
changed
not
on
gonna say
Jason's
anything.
mask to shock.
Huh?
I said all the
What'd you say,
hosts changed on Jason's mask to shock. He was like,
Like, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? Why are we talking about dolphin sex?
Oh wow, we're back on that.
All about the fish today, folks.
You want to ride the porpoise. You want to smack lamb. Dine at one pink American taco stand.
Honestly, Paul, sadly, no, but I need to start something. And
Yeah, you do. You have a new tradition you started, Sturdoween.
well, yeah, Sturdoween. That's what I do now. Started it in the 1st of September, 61 days of Sturdoween. Ended on Halloween. Watching movies, doing quick TikTok, and then on Halloween, I'm doing quite a few movie reviews, and then I'm also going to be on the Scene Snobs for episode 300 with this guy over here, and probably everybody on here. I'm assuming most of us.
Don't
Episode 300, right?
299. What?
Episode 300.
Episode
For
300?
Mick, yeah. Scene Snobs, yeah. So yeah, I guess you could say that's gonna be that's the tradition. That's the new tradition, and maybe add more to it.
Nice.
How about you, Paul? You got a tradition you do? And anybody else? Does anybody else have any Halloween traditions before we dive into these lovely, lovely films?
My daughter and I, we watch the Scream movies every year, and Treehouse of Horrors has been our tradition since she was pretty much a baby.
Nice.
Nice.
Whatever the new Treehouse of Horrors is.
That's awesome.
And I eat all her candy.
That's fair. You pay for the blights and bills. So you deserve the free shit. I just had this conversation with Mick the other night. Trick or treating needs. Listen. Trick or treating Halloween needs to be for adults. Fuck them.
Totally.
Shit. They get to live with you for free. They get to talk shit for free. Use up your internet. Eat up all your goddamn food. Use up all the hot water. Knock shit over, break shit, all kinds of shit. Just cost you a whole bunch of money. Trick or treating should be for us. We'll buy the candy and stuff, or buy whatever kind of treat you want to give out, and just adults will go out and get it and dress up if they want. Dress up as something fun or funny, Halloweeny, whatever, and you get some candy or whatever.
I'm kind of excited, man. This is the first place in 3 years I've lived where I'm going to get trick or treaters.
Nice. Hopefully it's adults, and this whole thing can get started in Ohio.
I miss trick or treating. I miss those days.
Exactly.
Did you ever have that house in the neighborhood that gave out full candy bars?
Oh yeah, you went there twice, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All you would do is switch masks or switch costumes or tops with whoever you were with. Oh yes, we hit that.
Yeah, we had
always this big house at the end of the street. They gave out like full candy bars. We make a lap around and go back, make a lap, and we used to stay out till like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And now, like, trick-or-treaters got to go out from, like, 3 to 6 or some bullshit.
These little fuckers come around my house 11 o'clock at night. I'm gonna be pissed.
We had somebody who gave out pop cans, too. It was great.
Yeah.
And then there was that other house that gave out an apple or a penny.
Those will break windshields.
They're changing it up around here, at least. I don't know, down in Virginia. They're for the past, like, I'd say like 5 or 6 years, it's been moving more towards, okay, we're not in neighborhoods. We're not going to trick or treat on Halloween. We're going to trick or treat on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like
and
whatever weekend is.
That? It's like, damn, man, I feel bad for this generation, man.
It's a lot of weird, like I feel like we're ruining a lot of traditions for kids.
We are.
I was gonna say, traditions aren't really existent much anymore. You know what I mean?
It's sad. Like it sucks that you don't hear. It sucks that, like, and I really mean this when I say this, but it sucks when you don't hear like little kids talking about Santa Claus anymore. I'm like, when did that stop?
Oh, that not in my house. Trust me, they've already started talking about Santa Claus and what they're going to ask.
Oh, good. I hope that stays in there for as long as it needs to stay in there. Because I'm
not a religious guy, but I do believe in tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
same.
My daughter gets tired of hearing me ask about Santa Claus because I can't wait for him to come.
All right, Jason. What do you mean by that?
All the above.
Yeah,
man.
there is
All the above.
It looks like your cat's on your shoulder.
It kind of does.
Get that pussy away from you.
Yeah, like
look how she looked at you. Look how she looked at you.
When I was a kid, like all your friends would you call each other on the phone. What'd you get? What'd you get? And you'd be talking all the shit the day of Christmas. Oh, I'm gonna stay up all night and da 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 da. You leave out the milk and cookies. Like, fuck,
Always
what?
knocked out.
Yeah, what happened to all that shit, man?
I'm starting to think our parents drugged
The
us.
internet.
I'm just getting to that point.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
We always, on Christmas Eve, we always, no matter if we finished our dinner or not, we always got that fucking snack and that drink before bed. That shit had some shit in it because every night, every leading up to Christmas Eve, you could even stay up all night the nights before. Christmas Eve comes, forever, you're knocked out no later than midnight. Out. And you wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
I have a theory about that. I don't think that you are. To me, I think it's our brains do that to us. It's kind of like when you're like maybe you want to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet or some shit, right? And you're like excited. You're like, all right, we're gonna go out to eat. It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna pig out a little bit, have some fun, and then you get there and you have like one plate, and you're like, I'm fucking full. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I think that's the same with this sort of situation where you're just like, I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna watch because I see my kids do it every year. I remember doing it, and it's like, and they always pass out. I think it's just you get so excited, the adrenaline's always going, and then you drug them, and then they go to bed.
Oh, see, boom, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Give them melatonin and Junior, and you're like, here you go.
Yeah, there's something because there ain't no reason why we all fell asleep around the same exact time on Christmas Eve and woke up the same day on Christmas. There's no reason for that besides excitement and all that. Bring all that little shit in there. Listen.
I'll save my Christmas traditions for the very merry, sturdy Christmas.
I like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I ever technically have any full-fledged traditions because I've only been trick-or-treating a handful of times that I can actually remember. And other than that, like watching certain movies every once in a, you know what I mean? But the past few years haven't been the same ones on those same Halloween days. Like I'll watch leading up to Halloween, the ones I always watch. And then on Halloween day, it's just like either something's newer that's out or, you just happen to find a random movie.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I'll give you a tradition for Thanksgiving. You can have it. I used to do it. I don't do it anymore, but I feel like if there's any good hands that it's going to be in.
Fuck the turkey?
Oh. No, don't fuck the turkey. It's a podcasting thing. Shut up. And Jason can attest to this. I used to do the Thanksgiving overnights. And what I did for him was every year I would stay up all night with in case when he came back, he would stay up too. And we would just do a show for anybody who was lonely.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
So if you want it, take it, my friend. Run
that's kind of cool.
You do a good job with the Motivation Mondays and stuff. I think that would be a really cool thing for you to do.
Yeah, that's actually kind of Black Friday shoppers too.
And it's funny because we were the guys that were putting together the Rate-a-thon for Sunday over on Twitch. They were talking about doing another one on Black Friday, so that could kind of be the thing to go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just said that those certain traditions. Like I started based on like my own traditions of certain holidays. So like I was like, yeah, I'll just do it live. So I think you could do a really good job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no
I got a question for you guys, and I guess I'll make it kind of like a double, so it's kind of like I'll give you guys like kind of a cheat, but it's what is a horror movie that you enjoy, you love watching around this time of year, let's say, Halloween time, Sturdoween time, but that you can save to watch on Halloween day. Just feels great to watch that. For me, it's Trick or Treat.
That's a good one, but
for me, it's Trick or Treat. But whoever wants to go next, whoever has their answer, Mick, you sound like you got.
It's exciting you asked that because every time I'm asked this question, because mine falls from a point of view of a lonely Halloween once, where I came home after a night of partying, hanging out with friends and stuff, but like it was just kind of lonely. Everybody kind of went out, and I was on my own that year. And I came home, put on PBS for some fucking reason, right? And Night of the Living Dead was just starting.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
and it played right up to 11:30. Then I put on Garfield's Halloween Adventure, and that's how I end Halloween now.
I love that.
Twofer. My Daughters and Eyes is the Treehouse of Horrors.
That's awesome.
Now that I think about it, I used to watch the Casper movie and the Nightmare on Elm Street movie on Halloween when I was younger.
Boom.
Fascinating double feature. One about a guy who kills children, one about a dead child.
Oh shit! You think Freddy fucked Casper before he killed him?
Wow.
Never before in my life.
Wow, what a crossover that would be, doing a movie review.
Now that you mention it,
Ghostbusters has crossed over with Freddy before too.
Mm.
It was a fan film, but it was an awesome film.
What up? Now, there's a theory before we start getting into this that the Tim Burton movies, Jack Skellington is actually the dude from Corpse Bride, and his younger version is the kid from Frankenweenie, and they all have a dog, and each dog is at a different stage of life or death. So it looks like it as he keeps dying, like getting further and further through death, his dog too is with him still. Kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. And they kind of have the same shaped head.
Everybody's got the same shaped head in that fucking. I do agree. Like, I like everything else you said, but the heads don't do it for me. I'm like, nah, they all got just fucking weird heads.
But everything else works. Everything else works.
And Coraline's his cousin.
Wow.
Put it all.
Mind blown.
Yeah, you will be. I mean, wait, what? Is that a dollar? I'm just gonna keep giving you clips until you start this fucking process.
I had to laugh at that dolphin noise and shit. But people, tonight is the night.
Is this what we're doing tonight? I didn't know we were talking about this.
We're talking about fucking dolphin sex and fucking
yeah. That's how we warm up. Shit. We're nice and warm now. And yeah, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, The New Blood. Let's dive into it, gentlemen. Let's start with Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and let's dive right into the ratings. Ram.
Man, you start with me first. God damn, I'm so high. I'm big on screen now, and this makes me feel really embarrassed. My ranking for which one? 99 Elm Street, 7. 7.5.
9.5.
That was quick.
He's better than me.
Lucky number 7s. New Nightmare, I say 9. Solid
7.
9.
7.
7. Oh, lucky 7. 7 for 7. There you go.
Nice.
You said 9, right, Chuck? Or Chuck, sorry, fucking Dave.
Yes. Did you confuse me with Nasty? Oh my!
It's the name that came up when I was typing.
Oh, okay.
It's the hair.
And no, all white people don't look alike before you guys say it.
This
I had to go there.
I love this movie. 9.
Say it again while you're eating. I got such a big...
9.
This ASMR podcast is brought to you by Mario.
I really fucking enjoyed this one, and I'm glad that there was another one to enjoy in this franchise. 8.
Interesting.
8.
Okay.
This shit was good. Like it brought fear back. It really brought fear back for me with this one, and I'm like, holy shit, this is one actually I've seen most recently. I think maybe like a year or two ago. My wife was watching it, so I just sat down and watched it with her. And I really fucking enjoy this one. Like I really this is my top 4 of this franchise, but I mean there's only 4 I like in this franchise, so yeah. And this is number 4 right here for me.
Yeah, I remember back when it came out, because my dad took me to go see it, and like you guys know, this is back in 1994, pre-internet, and all us horror fans had to go on was Fangoria magazine and the trailers on TV is all we really had to go on. So all I knew was that it was a new Freddy movie. So the first time I saw it, I remember being just kind of confused. But it's one of those movies that you go back, watch again and again. And this was a year before Scream came out, too, where that formula kind of got perfected after that with horror and reality blended together. But that's why Wes Craven's always on my Mount Rushmore, because he always did something different. He never did the same old thing. I mean, they weren't all diamonds. For every Nightmare on Elm Street, there was a red eye, but still, at least he did something different. Like him and John Carpenter would always do something different every time. And this, like, I just imagine he was getting pissed off about the shitty sequels, that he was like, "Oh my God, give me the fucking thing." And he went out there and did something, and spun the whole series and the whole genre, on its head.
I saw this in theaters as well, and I said before I really like 6 for all the goofiness. And going into this, as how old was I? I was 12 at the time, I think. And this movie was complete contrast from Nightmare on Elm Street 6. It did what the 2018 Halloween did for Michael Myers. It made Freddy scary again. Freddy is terrifying in this movie, and that's not an easy feat to go from Looney Tunes to scary.
I do agree that he is much scarier in this one. And something Chris had brought up when we were watching it earlier, that I agree with. Like, his look is very sleek, it's very clean. You had mentioned it earlier, Chris, and how his look is, and like it just it takes me out of it. It almost looks like the prosthetics and everything almost look too good. And I understand, like, now he's more demonic than burned. But my problem with it was, like, you're taking this element of, like, what's scary about him out. You're showing him a lot, first of all. Like, there's no real shadows to it. And I'm not taking anything away from this movie. It's a great movie and the third best in this whole franchise, in my opinion. But, you're taking the parts that were really scary about Freddy in the first and the second one, and it's almost like you clean this up quite a bit. This is this big comeback of Freddy, a lot of money behind it. Wes Craven's back, everybody's in it. And I think that just kind of bothered me a little bit about it. It's like, it just seems so clean compared to what Freddy was early on, especially for Wes Craven. And that part of it was just kind of like, that's what knocked it back a couple of points for me.
I'm in the same boat, because I like that rugged look. And this one, he just looks like he has like puzzle pieces missing out of his face.
No.
You didn't like the leather pants?
No, leather pants didn't work either.
Or the green and blue footer.
And then he has like the green fedora instead of the brown.
There
Just
was
like the subtle changes.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the glove. Like, I like the mechanical glove in the beginning better.
Yeah.
Than the one he actually has with like the bone or whatever, but it still looked dope. Like, it was like, I don't know, a different spin on everything.
I didn't like the blade on the thumb, though. I don't know why that bugs me. Maybe it's just when he makes a fist that it kind of, I don't
Oh, yeah.
That just bugs me for some reason, and it kind of bounces.
It seemed weird too, because, like, I think that's the thing I liked about Freddy from the first one on, in all these other movies, is when he made those fists, like, but it seemed very, like, calculated, the way he was holding his hands and the way he was talking to people. Even in the first one, where you didn't have like a complete layer of like what Freddy was, he's still very, like, the movements, the way he drops his shoulder, stuff like that. Yeah. This one, I got no vibe for that. That's why, like, it's a scarier tale, which uses the crutch of a child, but it improves upon it. I'll give you that. Where Freddy failed in the previous two with using a child to add, terror. You get a really good one here, that because Micah Hughes did a really good job. But
oh my God, he's terrifying.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, you feel for this kid. You feel like he's truly terrified, and I got to give it to Heather Langenkamp as Nancy coming back into this and playing an even better version of Nancy than in the first two films.
This was some of her best stuff, if not her best.
I agree.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, this shit was really good. I forgot how good this fucking movie was. I'm just like, and the way that the fucking Freddy movies were going after the first three, where it was just going downhill, I'm just thinking, like, oh shit, what the fuck am I getting myself into with this? It's been a couple of years. And I start watching it and remembering shit. I'm like, oh, I remember I like this one. I forgot how much, but I'm just like, oh, I really fucking like this one. This one is fucking really good. And it is. And I'm fucking I'm happy that at least with the first 7 of this franchise, before we hit the remake.
No.
I do like that.
The remake doesn't exist.
Before we'll discuss those on Thursday. But I'm just saying.
I burned that videotape years ago.
Okay, so now, Sturdy, can you just lock in and just tell them why my title works for the next one then? The man just said it. The man just said it. I forgot you exist.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
the next episode title.
That happened.
Bro, listen, I love this Freddy, and I think while I was watching the movie, I had said it out loud, and I said, "This is the ultimate Freddy." Like literally, he's super scary. He's super like for it to be now also played in the real life of the movie, right? Real life, completely different element than like if he got brought out of a dream or something. This is him actively coming after you and your child. He's been playing games with you for months since Wes started having the dreams and started writing the script. And then for them to loop it around and play into Wes know what's going on. Robert Englund figures out what's going on. The guy who ran fucking New Line is like, oh shit, you too type deal. Like there's so many aspects about this that are so great. And there's so many other little things they play off of from all the past movies that then play into kind of the real world. The truck scene kill.
Tina.
Right. There's so many things that they go into, and I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
Besides the little bit of the difference in his face, the only problem I ever had with it was in there towards the end scenes when they're in the crypt. His skin tone looks different, but other than that, the way they lit him and shadowed him and just made him look not only menacing but very, very evil, just very evil.
Yeah,
when
but
that's in the closet. I'm just blown every single time. I get fucking chills every time.
And that's and I completely agree. But I attribute that more to the cinematography than the actual like makeup effects. Because for some reason, when he's in the light, it takes away that menacing feel. But to your point and what you're saying, the reason I love this movie and it's at such a high mark is everything you're saying and more. Like it's paying homage to the franchise. It's, not just the first one. It's paying homage to all of them, really, and in some way. And one thing that I really liked about it that I caught on to as well is everybody that she's interacting with, John Saxon's character, Robert Englund, Wes Craven, Robert Shea, all of them. They all kind of like they know what's going on. They feel it. They're going through it too, and they know that she's got to be the one to make the choice, which is so odd and great. But the thing I liked about it was, as much as everybody's like they care about each other and they care about her, they're kind of turning away from her a lot too. Like, we don't want to be too close though.
I mean, it's because you start seeing, you're like, oh man, she's getting in the shit again. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, she's getting in the shit.
And if she's getting in the shit, that means we're in the shit. So how? And that great, like when Freddy was in the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I forgot. Oh, when Freddy was in the shadows, like that great Nosferatu shot when he's going up the steps, when he's coming out from the sheets, which is also a callback from the original. Good shit, pal.
Oh yeah.
This is the Elm Street movie that scared me. Like none of the other ones really had that effect on me. But
not even the first one.
No, not really. I saw 6 and 7 first. So I went back later and rewatched a lot of the other ones, except for 2. I saw 2 also. 2 is one I watched a lot.
I saw the first 3 in reverse.
I'll tell you this: when it comes to horror franchises like this, I will call anybody bullshit for the most part. Of course, there's always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, when people are like, "Yeah, when I first watched them all in order," and it's like, no, we at that age, no, we didn't. When we were growing up with these, you watched them when
you watched whenever you had the opportunity to.
Yeah. And you get so many. There's something about the horror community which I love, but it's so competitive in so many things. It's like, well, I saw it at 7, or I saw it at 6, or I saw it at 5. And it's like, oh, I saw that coming out of the room. It was playing in the hospital.
I couldn't even tell you which order I seen them in.
I saw that shit before I was even born.
Yeah,
I know, right?
You've seen them all in order. You had to be like 15 when this shit came out.
This is the only one I saw in theaters. I do know that.
I don't think I've seen any of them in theater. Oh, I saw the fucking remake.
My dad took me to see this. And I like the fact that he used the part of the Nightmare on Elm Street 5 storyline better than they did in Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Like, you guys want to do a story where they come to you through the child. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, yeah. Killed
that's
it.
That's how I pictured it. Like, he was just over it. He was like, give me my fucking typewriter. Goddamn people.
Give me the goddamn soap.
And I don't know, again, to what Mick was saying about the cinematography on this, there's a lot of dope position shots and like a lot of cool camera tricks and depth perception and things that they do. Like when she gets those phone calls and she's trying to see if it's the fucking the guy outside for the car, the limousine driver, the way it like pans away from her and the rear even moves away from her, and like some cool fucking shit going on. And a lot of that in the angles from down below when she's answering the phone. Like we got a lot of that later into the Scream series. So for him to write certain things and help them come up with that type of feel that they wanted, it that, like Mick always says, without this one, pretty much we don't get Screams type shit. And now I really see it. Now that I was paying attention to a lot of the different things, I see it even more. So that's fucking dope.
That's the only reason I gave this movie a 9.5, because I feel like he perfected it with Scream, and Scream is a 10 for me. So that's the only reason this is slightly lower than a 10. Also, this would have gotten a 10 because this is my favorite in that franchise, by a stretch.
I just saw Sturdy look to the side when you gave Scream a 10.
You know, Scream's my favorite franchise, horror franchise.
It is. And eventually that'll be a discussion on this podcast. I promise you guys that. I'll figure something out with that, but I promise you guys that'll be a discussion on the podcast.
I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be amazing.
You do Scream versus Freddy, Chucky.
No, you don't waste that.
Chucky gets meta.
Ooh, no, you want Chucky to go against somebody who's got the sequels.
Michael Myers.
Leprechaun.
Hellraiser.
Listen, I have a matchup for Michael Myers already that
Fucking Leprechaun.
Michael Myers isn't a bad choice, and here's why I think that it could work. If you were to do this with them, they're both killers, of course. You remember Charles Lee Ray. They're both wearing a mask, in my opinion. Charles Lee Ray is wearing Chucky, the good guy doll. And they're both fixated on a certain individual for a lot of it. And they both change up at different times. You know, there's 13 films in the Halloween franchise. Which Chucky have like
7?
No, I think it's like 8 or 9 now.
7
they just had that last one come out.
7 with the remake.
Okay, so that would work, and you have remakes with it. So, you know, like that franchise, I could see matching up really well. You know, because they're both pretty hardcore. It's really just slashers there.
Yeah,
you know, where there's no
That's
risk
like knives.
Like even the supernatural side of it, and they go comedy. You add fucking Dangertainment, goddamn Busta Rhymes in one. You got who's the rapper? It's Redman, isn't it? Doesn't Redman get killed in it?
Yeah, he makes a Bible epic and Seed of Chucky.
Yeah,
he's banging out Jenny Tilly.
And yeah, those are both.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Man, I was sitting around and think about that too, but
Just blew my mind.
I mean, they're very similar in tone in a lot of ways. And the one thing I will say is they're both perfect renditions of how a franchise works when you're adapting and evolving, and how one doesn't work when you keep putting out the same shit over and over again. And with even worse directors each time. Although Zombie's not a bad director, I just don't like his writing. Is my only.
Get to that though. We'll get to that in another.
I know.
Guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I promise we'll get to that. We'll get to Scream as well.
I practically have New Nightmare memorized. Like I was watching this today, and I'm like, the dialogue I could recite it word for word. Like I said, I've seen this so many times.
I just realized something. We Chad and David touched on the glove difference, right? And the hand.
Mm-hmm.
How the beginning scene it was mechanical and it was robotics and shit like that, which is super dope. I mean, we're just coming out of like the Terminator 2 and the show, right? And we got new animatronics and like robotics, fucking sick. But I just realized the reason why the hand and the glove look so bad was that it's a robot hand covered with, you know, fake skin or whatnot. I never put that together in the thing, and then the bones on the outside of it with the tubes going. No. And I'm like, yo, I never realized that. But I think that's why it looks so fake and plasticky and rubbery, was because it's meant to be a mechanical hand underneath. That's, you know what I mean? That he's using. Because it comes through the fingers. It's not over the fingers or nothing either.
Right.
Well, it's everything though. Like that's why he looks the way he does. That's why he looks so sheen. That's why that looks mechanical. The whole point for Wes Craven's side of it was the way they're changing horror movies sucks. Everything is just kind of throwing more and more money in certain areas and then none in other areas, and like but they're doing everything mechanical and this, and like there's no real true terror and there's no supernatural element, this, that, and the other thing. Also, he was disenchanted by Hollywood, so and how they do things. So Freddy coming into the world, he's cleaner, he's more Hollywood, he fits the mold.
I mean, they have him in rock star leather pants with combat boots. You know what I mean?
So like all of that is like, this is the new Freddy. This is the new Nightmare. But when it ultimately comes down to it at the end, he's still Freddy. You know, that's why he does look more rugged down. We're in a dream world and stuff like that. It's just like he's trying to get into her world, and then she ends up in his world, and he is hideous and ugly.
One thing that cracked me up going back and watching this too was fucking whenever she's chasing Dylan across the highway and he's got him like all strapped up, like dangling him there, like no one else can see the hands. So like I want to know what everybody's fucking like driving down that road that day is just seeing some fucking kid flying around in the air. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Holy shit.
And they're still going though. Like,
Holy
is that
shit.
Mario? By a car. She has to play Frogger in this shit, and everybody's not looking at this kid.
That'd be fucking great. Be driving down. She's like, holy shit, this lady's
How do you explain
fucking
that
got
shit?
Superman and shit.
I guess lady's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, nah, she's
even-
crazy. We're all crazy because 30 people saw this kid floating in the air.
I was gonna say nowadays that shit would be on TikTok. It'd be like 500
Right.
TikTok within 3 seconds. People just stopping big old traffic jam. People, oh shit, there's a kid flying.
That's another thing that like and I do like this movie for taking you out of
guys that worked at the
certain parts where it's like it feels real, but of course then you find out like it's more like dream oriented stuff. But like the realism at the hospital and how they were like talking to it felt so unnatural at times. It felt like they were forcing that to be a scary situation. Like your kid was taken away because we don't trust you. You're going crazy. And it's like, it just felt like really forced. Like nobody asked enough questions to be like, all right, this is weird. You know, like nobody's going to be like, well, she did just lose her husband. You know, this kid lost her father. Like nobody asked that question.
Right.
But I
It's
mean,
funny you mention that because when we were watching it, Chris, that was one thing Chris was saying, like how they jumped right to conclusions before they even asked enough questions. I was like, I agree with him, but I was like, it is at the same time, it was 1994, so shit was probably just like that. Like, okay, he has this. Like, you didn't even diagnose, you didn't do anything, you just assumed.
Fair, touche. Okay, I'll leave my
mean,
words on that one.
as wrong as that is, and I guess you could even say as lazy as that is, but that was shit. That was the era we grew up in. Shit.
Like I went back and watched Exorcist 3, and the fucking priest is just chilling in the fucking hospital bed smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Times have changed.
I just realized, and I never realized this before, but this is one of the least kill counts Freddy's ever had. But yet that creep factor, there was only 4 kills unless you count Freddy himself and the goddamn dinosaur.
I think Freddy 5 had 3.
Yeah, Freddy 5 had 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He doesn't kill a lot in there. He's mainly just annoying her.
No wonder.
Freddy in total. Freddy in total only has like 39.
I think he has a
kills.
low.
I was gonna say 39 or 40. I think total some shit. But
his kills in this one were like really fucking personal.
And that's
like,
the kind of cool part in the
thing.
contrast too between these two movies and part 7 here is because Freddy had very few kills. Jason has so many more, but then Freddy, we get to see the kills, and then in fucking Jason 7, we barely saw any kills. Like we see him kill people, but we don't get to see the effect as much until maybe later. A still shot.
There's an unfortunate reason for that too.
I know the fucking the NCCA or whatever the fuck.
That bullshit. Yeah, because there was some dope shit, and then even like the deleted scenes, unfortunately, got destroyed. That's something that should have been like put out on the Blu-rays by now, especially on the ones that the fucking blast that just came out. Because that's
I was just gonna ask you if anybody knew if a director's cut existed. If anybody knew.
I guess not. I guess not.
Not now.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, yeah, not never.
Yeah, I love that. Shit. That's my which I mean, We could finish up on Friday and then hop on over to Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah. Sorry, this is the one that like you can go back and watch again and again and find something different every time you watch it, or find something new every time you watch it.
I agree with that.
So this is one that you could have a whole episode easily for just for.
We haven't set favorite kills out of the 4.
Oh, that's right. The babysitter.
Yeah, babysitter.
Actually, you know what? Because that's a throwback to the Tina. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with that shit. That's perfect.
Yep.
And that was my favorite kill in the original, but in the first one.
Mine too. Same.
So boom. Simple as that. Everybody likes the same fucking kill.
That was easy.
Mick, what was your favorite kill in this one? You didn't.
My favorite kill is Chase's kill. The Tina one's cool. I mean, and I love that, but it didn't have the same gravitas. I love the idea of going and turning the whole.
I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I lit up in the theater when as soon as he said, "Hey, Dylan, you would ever play Skin the Cat?" I knew what was coming, and I just lit up.
But there is a nostalgia to it because of.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a sucker for it, man.
Chase's death was almost
part
like
5.
What's his name?
Dan.
Dan. Yeah.
The boyfriend. Yep. When they graduate high school.
It's similar. It's not the same. It's similar. And I kind of dug that.
Oh shit, that's right. The dad's
motorcycle.
Yeah.
The dad's killing. Oh, holy shit. No, you know what? I take that back. That's my favorite one. That shit was fucking. Yeah. I forgot about the whole. And he was playing with his penis first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's
his chest. It tricked you though, because honestly, I thought he was gonna rip it from like the nuts up. That would have been fucking wild. Like if you rip my nuts, just kill me. Just finish me off, right? If you're gonna do that, just finish me off. That's it. That'd be horrible.
You know what bugged me about this movie? You know what bugged me about this movie, real quick? Just from a filmmaking standpoint, is that like everyone in this movie, I don't care how big your franchise, your movie is, you're not all just hanging out talking to each other on the phone when you don't work with each other a lot. And I'm sorry, but like John Saxon is not best known for Night of the Living Dead. That dude was in Enter the Dragon. Right. He's not calling up Robert Englund and like, hey, you want to go play golf? Like, they're just not. It's not really how it goes. Like, yes, you were friendly, and I could see the friendship between Heather and Robert Englund because they always have to go out on tour together and do stuff like that when they were doing movies. So I could see that, but like you're 10 years removed from doing these movies, really. Like, I mean, yeah, third one, but for the most part, you're off doing your own thing. You're not always talking to this. That's not your main core group of friends. That's what I'm saying. Or Johnny Depp would probably be there as well because God knows he loves it. That's how I segue out of this because that's really all I'm pointing out.
That's all you got. That's all you got. Final thoughts on New Nightmare?
I'm just glad it lived up to what I expected it to be.
Yes, I like the storyline. Like it's definitely has the scariness back of Freddy, but I just didn't like the super clean, non-dirty, burned up looking Freddy.
Yeah, I respect that.
Like the comedy was still there, but
all right.
Yeah.
You guys ready to hop on over to Friday the 13th? The New Blood. Right to ratings, and I'll start out with you.
Oh, bro, you. Listen, what did I give fucking 6?
9.
All right, so this one's an 8, and literally for the one reason that I had just said prior, but we'll get into it.
I don't remember what that was, but all right.
Oh, I love this one. I love New Blood. Give me a 9.
I'm going 8, but I love this one too. The intro to Kane Hodder.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Who's next?
How you doing?
All right.
Good.
That's good.
Everything I said about this movie last week, I take back. I give this movie a 7 and an 8. 7.5.
7.5.
This Friday the 13th franchise has really surprised me.
Oh God.
Hello.
I give this one an 8.5.
Oh, nice.
Am I allowed to say any more, or is that it? Because everybody's saying. I thought I was supposed to only give my ranking.
10.
Oh,
They're all 10s.
10? I don't know if this is a 10.
Yes, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one, so I was going to give it a 10, regardless.
They're all 10.
6?
Have you given any of them not a
Yeah.
10?
Yeah, part 5.
I guarantee you it has something to do
did
with
you
the
get 3 of 10?
sleeping bag.
He's giving them all 10s.
Really?
I love this franchise. I really love this franchise. I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm not going to lie about that shit. And like, especially the first 7, maybe even I'll say the first 8. After that, I still have love for it because it's Jason, but it's not the same love. I'm not going to lie.
It's not the same anymore. We've grown apart.
After Jason Takes Manhattan, it's not the same love.
I'm there with you. I have love for Takes Manhattan too. I thought I was alone on that mountain, but
That's one
Oh
of my
no,
favorites.
there's a few of us, and again, people, we are going to get to Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X. We are going to review those and discuss those at a later date. Do not worry, I promise those are going to be knocked off, knocked out, and all that good shit. But
no,
maybe.
I'm feeling kind of froggy.
Leap.
Then croak.
What are you talking about? Holy shit.
Oh, Jesus,
Oh,
Jason.
Jason.
That was the line. We crossed the line with Jason.
Don't fuck with frogs.
You guys are too
Yeah,
fucking weird for me.
My internet went out. So Sturdy released a clip of us talking about our favorites between the two, and I chose Freddy. And like I said, New Nightmare is top 10 all horror for me. But this franchise is way better. Like, way better. 7, I thought I hated 7. I haven't watched 7 in 20 years. I thought 7 was fantastic. Like, I love this movie. And again, it feels like a natural progression from 6. Like, all of these movies feel like they're part of the same franchise.
I should have blew him up for that, and the reason why is because
I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. I don't mind changing.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But all the shit he was talking about, part 7, last episode, that's your favorite? How is that your favorite? And all this other shit.
It's not my favorite, but it's
no. It's my favorite. And then he watches it, and he had a great fucking time with it.
I have seen 8 recently, though, and 8's atrocious, but we'll get there.
All the hate on
And that's
8.
all right. That's all right. And I love it when people give it like 10s and say,
but 8
oh,
still
man,
feels
I
like
haven't
natural
watched
progression.
so long, and I used to hate it, but now I love it. Yeah, man, that's fucking.
Oh no,
great.
I love them. The first 8, I love different levels, of course, but I do love them.
But at least 8 feels like it's part of the same franchise. I will give it that.
Yeah, to an extent, it does. It's weird.
I think my biggest problem with when it comes to the Friday the 13th franchise is, and this happens in most, but like, you know, MCU is really good about like, well, yeah, they may have said that in this movie, but they did this in this movie. We have to take everything into account when we're going forward.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do that in Friday the 13th. They cherry picked out of each movie what they wanted in there, what they wanted to leave out. And sometimes you're just kind of like, all right, come on, man. It's like, that's a lot different than what you were like a movie ago. Like, calm down. But that's my only biggest gripe about them.
Yeah. The fact that they can keep the story together with the Jason character being the glue, and then, you know, even though we have a couple where it's not Jason, technically, it's, you know, I mean, it's like they still keep it all together. Yeah, there you go, part 5. They still keep it all together, which helps enhance the collection of these movies as a franchise as a whole. But to say that it's still better than Nightmare, no. I'm sorry. Definitely better. This is so 6 on right now is where I was like Team Jason, and then this is down a peg for the simple fact of the situation with the NCAA and them not being able to show some of the gore and whatnot. Although I am not a gore head, the way they did it for Friday the 13th in that style and showing things, and Henry Manfredini did his fucking thing. If we could have got the same vibe and energy from 6 with the effects and all that shit into 7 now with having Kane's acting, the more physical stunt thing, and, you know, him being on fire, and this chick using her telekinesis, which this is technically, I guess, the thing that never happened now that I think of it, right? This is Jason versus fucking Carrie, or versus fucking
that was the idea.
Starter chick.
That was the idea. Carrie.
You know,
the idea was always they wanted Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
But that shit wasn't gonna happen. So then it became like, well, what can happen? And turned into this.
Basically.
Yeah, but that's the only reason it's down a peg from the last one is just because the visuals weren't all completely there and it's tight. Acting was okay for the supporting cast around Jason or whatnot, but Jason himself from 6 and 7, that's the Jason that I always think of, the visceral powerhouse, just fucking endless machine of killing. And the pacing does that with this. We get the iconic kills like with the fucking the
sleeping bag, buddy.
Sleeping bag, the horn to the eye, and it makes the sound. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things about this movie that are just fucking dope. Finally seeing him on fire. And again, this time, this dude literally completely gets blown up in a house. His mask is shattered in other places, and he's still walking, coming at you with chunks of him missing.
Rough day at the office. I need best makeup. My favorite Jason makeup. His makeup in this was fucking sick.
Same here.
That,
same here.
The spine, that those little touches like that, his spine showing, and every time they use lightning or electricity to bring Jason back, they could do that in every movie, and I wouldn't be mad. I love it every time. I'm always reminded of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Mother Nature is using her power to resurrect the monster to take out these fucking punk kids. Good shit, pal.
There's always something where Hollywood's got a Hollywood in these movies, and this time it's that Jason even comes back because this chick was trying to bring her father back. So you didn't realize the different vibe and the spirit you were feeling, that you like, you know what I mean? Like,
but she doesn't know how she did it as a kid either, though. When she made all that shit happen, she just kind of. I feel like she just wanted to scare him more than anything. She didn't really want him to die.
No, I know, but I'm saying on the bring back part, she went to go try to bring her father back and accidentally brought Jason back.
No, but I'm saying she's never.
I'm fucking with a bad guy here, not my dad. You know what I mean? Like you don't hear your dad's voice, you don't feel your dad's presence. You might
doesn't have control over it yet. She doesn't have control over it.
She doesn't have control over it like that.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's had to come in and teach her how to do it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Bernie,
nice.
Cruise.
She magically got it at the end, right?
Yeah, well, Charles Xavier wasn't there to help her.
Exactly. She needed a school for the gifted.
She did. She didn't get it. But going back to the kills, though, if they could have been gory like they should have been, oh my!
Imagine. That's all we can do.
I think this movie would get a lot more love than what it gets. I think it would get a hell of a lot more love than what it gets. I think it would be up there with 6's love, honestly, because 6 gets a lot of love, and it is
They brought the boobs in this one.
Yeah,
they did
a lot.
They made up for the last one.
Yeah, they're like, fine, we can't show gore, we're showing titties.
Basically,
everyone's showing their boobs except for Carrie or whatever her name was.
Oh, Laura Parker
and the mom.
Can we talk about that situation real quick with the doctor?
Yeah.
Fucked up. How the fuck you gonna use her as a shield, bro?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hold up. Let's put ourselves in this situation, right? It's not your significant. It's nobody you're attached to.
Who cares? Grab them and run, or leave their ass and run. Let them get killed on their own accord.
He was a chicken shit weasel, and he got what was coming to him. That's it.
He did. He definitely did. Shit. So what do you do in that situation? Do you just run? You don't grab her. You just run. Whatever happens,
grab the arm and you
fireman's carry. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck all that shit. I'm not doing that. The best I'm doing is I'm running. I'm not grabbing nobody. No, hell no.
He took it to the next level because it was like all those movies where like the girl's holding a dog and like the thing's coming, you throw the dog at him. This he was like, "Nah, mom, see you later."
Later.
That's horrible.
Shame on you. She must have been late on the doctor bills.
Probably. I mean,
and I love the pissed off Jason.
Okay, I won't push her in the way, but I'll run. Oh my god, yes.
You can't even see his face, but man, he looks
he's mad.
Pissed off.
And, he's been pissed since part 6.
Yeah, and he should be. And it's I love it. I love Kane's the body language.
Through the back, that was fucking like.
That's one of my favorites too.
See, and again, I give Kane his credit because it's due, because he did it for 4 movies, but at the same time, 6 is to me what set the tone of what the movement of that character is, and Kane just ran with it, you know. So I can't give him the same amount of flowers that everybody gives Kane. Yeah, he did a great job for 4 movies creating that, but without 6 being there to give you the quick snaps and Kane wouldn't have been doing that.
Who's to say that?
Funny
though?
Is
Easy, because what do? We emulate. Kane had to emulate what the character was, and the last reference he had was 6.
To an extent, because if you watch all the movies, each Jason has their own movements, their own walks.
And that was the best one, and he chose to copy and make that one even better. So yeah, credit due to number 6.
Well, at a con one time, I heard Kane, CJ, and Warrington arguing with each other who's the better Jason.
Those are always awesome.
CJ was the one from 6, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm team CJ. I like you, Kane, but I'm team CJ. You can't take away from the people who showed you what to do. You know what I'm saying?
I like them both, but
Kane, but CJ's a close second.
I think 6 is officially so far my favorite. 100%.
I feel like Kane would probably say the same thing.
6 is my favorite.
You know,
I'm about to go watch it again probably in a few days as we get closer to Halloween.
That's not a bad thing. Favorite. That's not a bad thing at all. 6 is a really, really, really good one. Number 2 on my list. It's a really
number 1 on mine.
There you go. I mean, shit. It's 1 and 2 on all of our lists over here, so that's saying something about it. And if it's not 6 for anyone else, it's not 6. Is it part 4?
Yeah, that's mine. 4. I go 4.
Part 2.
I don't know.
1. I love 1.
2 was for me. 4 was okay. 5.
I love 1 too. I love 1 even more because I went to the camp. So I love 1 even more than I did before I went to it. So now it just has another type of. So if I went to.
My number 1 picks changes. It's usually like whichever one I watch last becomes my number 1. So if I were to watch part 6 right now, I'd be like, oh man, it's number 1. And then I go back and watch final chapter. Oh shit, this is my number 1. You know, my shit changes a lot.
Understandable.
Back in the day, I would have said Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite Jason of the series, and then Jason X, they can interchange. They fight for each other just because Jason X is so completely different with space and the absurdity of it. And then you got Jason Goes to Hell with it's just a slash kill fest. It's just every fucking like I think we got like every 5 minutes in this movie we had a kill, and even though we didn't get to see it, I'm almost positive Jason Goes to Hell might push that limit again. You know what I mean? To the like 4.5 minute range or some shit like that. But honestly, as I'm watching these, I'm glad again we're having this process because it's changing a couple of perspectives, it's making new things come up. So even if like right now, if someone were to come ask me, yo, you like Friday the 13th? Yeah, but only watch 6 through 10.
For you?
Yep.
That's fair. For me, I'd say for Friday the 13th, I'm gonna say watch them all. It's my favorite franchise. But I'd say at least watch the first 8. At least go 1 through 8. And if you dare, go through the rest. And for Nightmare on Elm Street, I'll say the first 3 and New Nightmare.
Yeah. I would agree.
Don't even worry about the rest.
1, 3, 4, New Nightmare.
2.
Okay, here's where I have to agree with you guys. I think these are 2 franchises in a whole, like not just horror, that I think you should be willing to watch them all in each franchise.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I can't even say that about Star Wars.
Wow.
I can't even say that about Indiana Jones. But I think these 2, as bad as some of these movies are, they do a good job. Robert Englund does a good job. Jason is a dynamic character that, even though he's very 2-dimensional in a lot of areas, there's a lot of story just always built in every movie. And it just adds to the legacy. So I just say you need to watch them all. You know, love and hate.
They're just fun, man. Just
you know, I agree with that. And I'll even say, shit, watch them all the way. We just fucking watch them together. Because it makes it a little bit easier. It actually makes the watch a little more fun, a little more entertaining. And it's like, okay, I got to watch this. I got to watch this. Boom, get them knocked out, and boom.
Dude, I'm thinking about all the franchises in my mind. Like Back to the Future is the other one where I say watch them all. But like The Godfather, I don't even say like you have to watch them all. You know, like it's so crazy to me that there's not many franchises out there that I would say you gotta watch everything. You gotta do it all, and movie based wise. Anyway,
I got one for you, Mick. I got a quick one for you for our verses. 2 non-horror franchises you would put up against each other.
2 non-horror franchises?
Yeah. Let's say 4 movies plus. I think it was the franchise, right?
Okay. I'll think about that.
I'd like your response. I'd like your answer on that.
Terminator versus Alien.
Nice.
Oh well, you said non-horror
answer.
and Aliens horror. So
Well,
Man,
I
it's
don't know. You
sci-fi.
could.
Sci-fi / horror. It's borderline. But if you want to go 100% non-horror, you can choose another if you want.
I'll tell you one of the great ones I would love to do, and really have a good conversation about it, not the bullshit. Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Oh, God. You're gonna blow the
I've
internet
seen
up.
that's something I would love to fucking watch because I don't have enough knowledge about either. Nor would I want to disrespect people who have that. I'm a fan. I'm a casual when it comes to that. I'll throw it on and enjoy it type of deal with shit. Maybe I'll watch it when I go to bed tonight. But I wouldn't want to be on a show where people are. I wouldn't want to waste a spot where people are talking about that are really, really deep fans of how we are for horror.
No, I would absolutely make you do it. First of all, it's your show. Secondly, like even if like we did it on the Scene Snobs, this is your concept, dude. So like you got to be there. 2, I want your fresh perspective of rewatching everything and not being that deep of a fan.
I don't know if I'd want.
Is it movies or
watch
shows?
everything.
They're movies. They're movies.
The movie.
I won't watch the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, Star Wars
I won't do
versus
it.
the
You
Star
can't
Trek
make me.
movie.
Well, that's the good part. If you start with the original 3 and you do it in the order that they came out, and so you would have there's 10 movies in Star Trek if you don't count the J.J. Abrams, but if you count them, there's 13. And then you have Star Wars, which is 13, 14. So it could be done. It could be done. Chris
You know
looks
what?
like he's ready to like fucking rip
Yeah,
through the screen,
I would
like,
completely
do
move that shit.
I'm
Do or do
thinking,
not. There is no try.
Chris, we have a couple of co-hosts we need to talk to because this is something that'll be real good and real smart for us to do. And we already do 2 movies a night anyway, so it's easy versus unless Scene Snobs.
No. I better be invited at least. I can't fucking idea.
You already know the door's open. You already know the door's open for you.
You're like, I've got to talk to some co-hosts. I'm like, well, can I be one of them? I just came up with the idea.
No, he was talking about the guys on Popcorn and Pints.
Yeah,
that's where we can do those movies with our shit. You know what I mean?
If we could, a great source for both franchises would be Casey, and I'm sure he would be happy to do it. That dude knows everything about both.
I would love to have him on.
Hell
If
yeah,
as long as he wants to be on, if he's on, I'm just saying.
He was just such a source. I might argue even my kid. He's fucking crazy about Star Trek.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is,
I mean,
is he
he's
allowed
better
to hear,
on.
Is he allowed to hear cussing?
I'm from Jersey.
One.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 2 o'clock.
There you go.
The show starts at 9.
No. I'm kidding with you. We wouldn't invite him on, but
shit. I'm just saying, if he's a super fan like that.
Well, he's the one that knows the most when we do, because we have the Star Trek podcast.
Yep.
And man, he brings it, dude.
If he wants to come on and bring some facts, he's more than welcome to. Even if he wants to do a quick little video facts to pull up, you know, we can do that too. Either or, whatever you're comfortable with.
It works out well for me because in March we're going to start watching on our show. Oh, just so you guys know, and anybody who's watching, I have a show called Warp Factor Fiction. It's a chronological rewatch of Star Trek.
Gotcha.
So right now we just finished Strange New World season 2. We're going on to Star Trek: The Original Series season 1, and we do this each month. We'll come out with a new season, 2 shows covering another season in chronological order all the way through. We are taking a 2-month hiatus. We're going to have 2 live specials, but we'll be coming back with the original series in January. So it's going to be an interesting one. But it's a lot of fun, man, to rewatch something that
in-depth,
huge and in-depth. Yeah, in-depth is probably a better word, but for all in order. It's bonkers, man. Like, we've seen some shit. Scott Bakula is a good start.
Some shit. Love Scott Bakula, man.
Which of the just to rally us back here, which of the 21 or 18 kills in this one for Jason was your guy's favorite?
Sleeping bag.
Sleeping
always.
bag. Gotta be the sleeping bag.
There's, but yeah, I mean, the sleeping bag was good, but there's some good ones in this. Like,
It's just fun and original. Like you never
The-
seen it yet.
The
yeah,
weed
I think
whacker.
that's the big thing that takes it for me is that
Oh,
I remember never seeing anything like it until I saw that. But then
it's
they
like,
did
why
it-
didn't somebody think of that before, right?
Kane
Yeah.
always said that's his favorite Jason
See,
kill
like,
that everyone has had.
Yeah, I feel like the sleeping bag because it felt like it was the most violent on-screen kill we got because a lot of them were kind of like off-screenish, kind of showed later, wasn't as bloody as you thought it was gonna be, but that you got to see the bag get swung up against the tree.
But the one towards the end when the blonde gets the axe through the head when he comes bursting
And then
through
he
the
just
front
fucking
door,
throws
and then he
her.
throws her. Right. I was like,
Hilarious.
oh yeah, I love it. I love that pissed off Jason. That's why
I love. He's
yeah,
always
I love
throwing
it.
somebody. Always throw. I wish he threw somebody through a window. That's what would have made
He
this.
did.
chick-
This chick hit the ground though. There was no car or nothing.
You can't redo that. Like that. Yeah, that fourth one was just fucking beautiful. He just pulls her out the fucking window and throws her.
That was
Oh.
beautiful.
Good shit.
Such a good one.
Yeah,
That was.
for me, it's between that one because I love the ragdoll effect of the stunt actor, and then fucking if not that, because I'm corny like that. When he shoves the fucking party horn through the bitch's eye, and then it fucking like just
Yeah.
for a quick second you hear it honk
And
as it's going through
For
her
me,
eye.
see, that type of kill would have been so much doper as if it was gory as if it was supposed to be for me.
Yeah,
That's why it's not up there like it should be because the concept of it is fucking awesome and hilarious. But it's like if they had the gore with the eyeball hang and all this other
Yeah,
shit.
because it's the same with the sleeping bag. Like I think he just whacked her on the tree one time in the movie.
yeah.
I feel like it should have been like 6 or 7 times, and maybe it was. once
Jason
upon a
X.
time.
I was gonna say if it was
Jason X.
Jason X,
Yeah,
That's
Jason
why I
X.
love. Yep.
Jason
that,
X.
that kill's
There's-
always
there's-
been my favorite.
There's a scene where he's beating her up against the tree and he looks at her. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he starts doing it again.
Like, do you
Leave
think the entity or whatever he is at this point is just getting madder and madder with each movie because he just wants to be laid to rest for once and for all?
Yeah,
Like,
He has
Like,
to be.
right.
No,
he's
Probably.
just tired of this. At this point, he's not
it's
even
one of
killing
those
for
things
fun
where
anymore.
it's like,
He's
yo,
I just want to
just imagine trying to go to bed, right? Like, and not even having any sleeping issues. You just lay down. You just wake up easy. So you lay down, and every time somebody comes in your doorway, which for Jason it's Camp Crystal Lake, you wake up like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to fucking sleep. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, it's like
You
we all know
understand?
how aggravating that is.
Parents
Imagine
are-
how he feels.
Parents know exactly what I'm talking about,
Mhm.
but they created that problem.
It's true.
They actually
Does
bottled
anybody
wine
think
back
the end
from
was
it
weak?
working. Oh,
The end to this one.
Yeah, I feel like the end was a little weak with the father coming back, doing the choke with the chains, and then coming down and like grabbing his feet to get him into the pool. It's like, okay, you were choking him out a second ago. How come you grabbed his feet and now he's falling
Yeah.
back? I'm confused.
Well, I feel like the Avengers theme should kick in like right when he comes out of. Dun, 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 dun,
That's the only thing that makes no
dun,
fucking
dun.
sense. Like that one bothered me because I was just like, first of all, Jason's body has been breaking down in the lake, but you're good. Your cardigan still stands. Okay, good. But yeah, no, it just that the whole thing was like that ending. I wish it kind of bitch moved Jason, and it actually kind of bitch moved her a little bit too, because it's like she was powerful enough to defeat him.
Yep.
It would have been so much better to have like chains come up from the lake and wrap around him and pull him down, you know?
I feel like this was probably like Nightmare 1 where they didn't know how to end it and they probably had a couple endings in mind, and I wonder if maybe that was one of them. I feel like they weren't sure how to cap it off.
Would you have him be tied back to the Rock, Mick? That she
Maybe not the Rock, but like just because he was under something in the 8th one is what happened. Then he got shocked by the cable that was down there. So like, I mean, you could just like, I mean, if I had done it like that, it would have just been her powers sort of left over. They're just wrapped around him now, and he's just stuck in the water. And you could have went underwater with him wrapped up and still blinking, you know, or something. So it still can, you know, kind of come out of it.
If he's all wrapped up in chains too, he's going to be on the bottom of the lake anyway, so he'll be sinking from all the weight.
Hire us, Hollywood.
I mean, technically, I think she's the one person that could have ended it for good with him because she could have just used her telekinesis to like crush his head or something, or make it explode or something. You know what I mean?
Possibly. But I mean, where there's money, there's more of a franchise.
Yeah. That's
And
the
I'm
thing,
not
because
mad.
usually studios won't let you kill somebody off. Oh, you got to leave the door open. We want to do a sequel. We want to do a spinoff.
Yep.
Dexter.
Yep.
Oh,
Just won't. Nope. Can't kill him. Can't kill him off.
He's dead though.
and that's the funny part is fucking that was why Wes
Season 8.
Craven couldn't stand Bob Shea after the first one. It's because he did not want that. He's like, this isn't a franchise. This isn't. I don't want sequels. Like, this is my movie, and they kept him alive. And
And the crazy thing is because as fans and being fans of these franchises for over 30 years, each one of us, it's like it's hard not to complain about the sequels because you enjoy the sequels just because they're there, and then it's like this is the popularity of the character that made us love the character more. But then you think about it, you watch like the first few of these franchises, and you're like, yo, they'd be good with the first X amount, and that's it. And
Can't hear you, Chris.
I know. I was talking to my chat. When are we doing
okay.
Freddy
All right.
vs. Jason?
on Halloween.
There you go. So the
Ooh.
31st, you're gonna want to be here. That's a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
See, senor. It'll be early. It'll be at 7:00 that night, actually, because we're going before episode 300.
yeah, I feel bad. I was like, I moved it to 9:00 because your show starts at 8.
I don't mind moving it to 7 though, because in case we go longer than than expected, it won't be too much. It won't be too bad. It won't go overlap your show. So give us some time. Give us some
Bring a
breathing.
costume. Just make sure you're in costume.
Make sure you come looking like Nick Cage from Con Air.
No, not your most hated actor. Your most hated movie character, or
Nick Cage from Con Air.
a character
Man.
from your most hated movie.
Put on a shirt and tie. You can be Nick Cage from Wicker Man.
Character from your most hated movie.
I got mine. I got my costume, and it's going
I'll
on.
get back to you on that.
I'm
I'm gonna see what I can find this weekend. It just has to be cheap, but I'm gonna.
Oh, I'll be Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
There you go.
You guys want to come on? Come on. Come hang out.
Oh yeah, his
I'll
episode
film.
3.
I'll carry my phone with me while I'm giving out candy.
Have to shoot me a link.
That'd be entertaining, actually.
All I usually do on Halloween is watch Evil Dead trilogy,
and jerk
original
off.
trilogy.
That's
Yeah.
every
Wait, which
night.
trilogy?
Evil Dead.
Got you.
Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, buddy.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Fuck.
You know what? I gotta revisit Evil Dead and I gotta revisit Pet Cemeteries.
No, you don't.
No,
Not
no,
Pet
no,
Cemetery. You don't have to.
I can't stand it
You
when
just
animals
watch the
get
first
killed.
one. You're good.
I can't stand it.
Go
Hate that
revisit
shit.
it. Don't
Hate
let
that
them
shit.
scare you out of it. Go revisit it.
Look at what I just did.
I'm gonna revisit
I just watched Bloodline. And that was fucking.
I don't know why y'all did. I
It-
told you.
I get such a chill in my spine every time I hear somebody say blood I'm like, fuck. Here it comes. Here it comes
nice
again.
original freaking name for a sequel.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
As soon as I saw the
Prequel,
title,
I
I
should
was
say.
like, click.
Yeah, I like the movie. I might be the only one, I guess.
It is kind of funny that you freak out every time you hear blood, and like it just drives you nuts because every time you hear 2, you get hard, and it's really unsettling. He gets it.
Yep.
He gets it.
2 girls, 1 cup. Told you I'd bring it in here, guys. I told you. Thank you, Mick, for the assist.
Made it an hour and 18 minutes.
I'm not proud of myself.
You lobbed that one up.
It's
Hell,
making
you-
its way out. It's making its way out. It's getting closer and closer to not being in the shows at all anymore.
I'm not going to assist anymore, and that was it. You got my one.
Oh, so I'm by myself on this. That's easy.
All by myself.
Just like the cup.
Dude, your SEO is out of the fucking chain. Your SEO is like Taylor Swift, horror movies, 2 girls, 1 cup. Fucking, it's all
Hey,
over
look,
the goddamn place.
It's listen. You just fucking type some shit in, you're gonna find this episode. That's how
Freddy
you're
versus Jason
Why
with 2
the fuck
girls,
is this
1 cup.
episode popping up so much? What the fuck are they talking about? What
Oh
does
my
this have to
God.
do with Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, 2 girls, 1 cup, and a hot dog eating contest? You'll find out when you tune in.
Looks like my YouTube feed.
It's just Freddy and
Oh.
Jason holding a fucking solo cup. Like,
Eating
that'd be
hot
awesome.
oh.
That'd be awesome. That would
Oh,
be
God.
awesome. And
Cup full of hot
hilarious.
dogs.
What a way to end Freddy vs. Jason.
Do we go over our kills?
A Taylor Swift title. Yeah, I think so.
I believe we all said, well, most of us were yellow, the sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
either the axe in the face with the rag doll or the
Yeah.
fucking horn in the eye.
Jason and Mick, I don't think you guys told yours. Or did you say
Mine-
sleeping bag too, Jason?
Yeah, mine's bag. Love it.
What about
And
you,
just
Trying to think of all the fucking kills. Probably sleeping bag. I know it's boring, but I know it's boring to be.
It's just fun.
Just all say the same, but it is like it's
I'd say the
quintessential.
weed
By the
whacker.
way,
and
I mean,
Buzzsaw.
it seems like it's a simple kill, but you've never seen it before.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was saying. It's like one of those like, wow, why are we up to part 7 and nobody's done that one before?
Anybody
Part
catch
7 and like 88.
Mhm.
anybody catch the mistake they made with one of the kills?
Oh,
So when the chick's in the barn and his hand comes through, he has the scythe in his hand and he goes like at belly level, and it's supposed to be him cutting her up. But then when it cuts to the other scene and they see everybody nailed to the tree, she has her throat slit.
Oops.
maybe he likes a little throat slitting after they're dead.
I don't know.
After they're done. Said it so innocently. After they're
It's like
done.
just in case.
Post,
It's like I could,
post-mortem slit.
Jason's like John Wick of the monster world. He's just like, listen, I come back all the fucking time. I'm just gonna do it right, and like you're gone. Like I'm gonna dismember you, whatever I got to do. Jason's just trying to do the thing he wants most. Just die. He just wants to rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stay away from the damn camp. Let the man rest. That's it.
So part 6 is when he became the Deadite, correct?
Yeah,
That's,
I guess.
that's a theory, I guess.
I mean, well, it is canon. They said that he's a Deadite. And
That's why they always try to get the Jason versus Ash shit going on, but it never happened either.
Jason versus Ash versus Freddy. That was a comic, right? Or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they need to let that happen. They really do. All these in the universe and then the Freddy glove thing, and they need to just
like-
let it happen. Stop fighting it.
It's like, why can't you just agree? You're all gonna make money out of it. Like, fucking damn.
And we have great examples of this now because of Marvel and the shit they had to do with Fox with the Spider-Man IP. So it's foolish at this point for them to be having this much fucking ego that they think their shit is way better than everybody else's when it can enhance everything.
Well, the mouse is eating all the studios up.
Well, Freddy versus Jason versus Ash is now a pipe dream because there's no way they're getting that cast back.
well, definitely considering you're probably going to see Universal buy Warner Brothers soon enough. So we're going to have monopolies, my friends.
Oh yeah. At what point does it? Are they just too big till it's one of those science fiction movies where they own fucking space stations and planets and shit?
Well, that's why we're fucked now, because when it comes down to it, if you want to watch a goddamn movie from Warner Brothers, you better have Max.
Mhm.
Or you ain't gonna find it anywhere. If you want to watch a Disney movie and then they take them away from you, even if you purchase the stuff,
That's what's fucked up.
yeah,
That's what's fucked up. Like, I understand renting. I understand even having the streaming platform. But if you purchase something, there should be some sort of agreement, some sort of something where you either, one, get your fucking money back, or two, you get the movie. You just get the movie so you can still watch it.
Yep.
Boom.
Do you really want
That's
to have
why
to
even in
sign a
FBI
contract?
warnings of the early days, remember, you don't own it. You can't redistribute it. You can't play it for commercial purposes. You can't. All you're doing is paying for the right to be able to view it, and that's it. It's their property. You paid them to be able to view it. Whether you're buying a ticket to a theater, you're paying this place to give you a seat to watch, and they're paying them for being able to play it to you to view it, and that's it. You're just paying for
the only thing
experience.
The only disagreement I will make on this, because you're absolutely right, but you can always still have it. Like you can still,
but that's why they want to move away from digital, so that you can't
Yeah.
have it, you can't share it, you can't trade it, you can't resell it, because then same shit with video games, and it's fucking ridiculous. Most of the time you buy a game now, it just has a file on it that sends a signal over the internet to tell them you made the $60 purchase. Now you can download it to your system from their servers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's sickening, bro. It's crazy.
It really is. You're gonna
And
have to
that's
go to
what's-
Redbox and start
yeah.
getting the DVDs and never returning them.
That's what's going to lead up to these companies making assigned contracts to access the service. It's going to be just like cable. Streaming is going to turn to cable again. We'll be right back to where we
most
started.
people have more than 3 services, so they're almost paying fucking $50, $60 a month.
They're gonna keep hiking the price. They're gonna keep hiking and keep
I started
hiking. It's
cord
gonna be
cutting.
just
I
like
started-
cable again.
I did cord cutting and I did streaming cutting. I no longer have Netflix.
neither.
I got rid of Paramount Plus. I got
Mhm.
rid of a bunch of them because I was just like, I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm just okay with not seeing it.
Mhm.
And if I do see it or it's for rent, I'll rent it. You know, and it's not going to be everything, of course, but like I realize that my job is predicated on watching a lot of these things, but and I, fortunate enough with the screeners, but if I'm an average American, like just doing my thing and you're telling me no, like with these movies, like you have to, this is the way, the process.
This is
No,
the
I
way.
don't. I can
Right,
review
we
old.
can
I
vote for our dollars.
just proved through your whole fucking strike and the process you just went through there. I don't have to review anything new.
That's true.
And people are still watching.
And I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that.
So,
I mean, as you can see, I don't think these are new movies.
How did we get here?
I don't know. It's a rabbit hole.
It is. It is truly is a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Well,
for sure.
listen, horror and physical media go hand in hand. So.
Yep.
Boom. There we go. Horror and physical media.
I feel like if there's any one sector of film that will remain and fight the power and just still put out physical media at some point, it's gonna be hard, because whether you find things in the sale bins at the dollar store or just walking through your gas station or whatnot, that's a lot of the stuff where a lot of people, it all started and kept things going, and just rentals with old school moms and pops places. And so I think if there's going to be one sector of film that will always remain even after physical media is long and gone, still going strong to keep it, it's probably going to be the horror realm.
Hey man, Freddy built New Line Cinema.
That's it.
Going off what you guys just said there, like, one thing that feels so fucking good about watching a horror movie, like a new horror movie, is like when you're going to a random one, saying like it's just a random stream thing, say like Tubi or something, and you find one that's actually good, and you're just like, holy shit, this is a good fucking movie. How did I never see this? Like, oh my goodness, and it's on Tubi or it's on Screenby or something like that, and you're like, oh my god, this is such a fucking, this movie's I love when I run into those movies.
And I love where I do that. You know how I do that? For free. I don't need cable, and I can stream it, but they just stream all the shit. I watch Pluto.
Yeah, I love Pluto.
There's never a point where I can't put on Pluto and there isn't something I want to watch.
American Gladiators, buddy.
Yeah, and I'm just talking about the movies. Yeah, the TV stuff that's on there is amazing. You're catching up on old stuff or whatever. So, like, go ahead. Take the shit away. Tell us we have to buy your streaming service. I can watch the Beverly Hills Cop fucking trilogy 72 times and I'll be fine. Because 90% of the shit that comes out is like mediocre.
They got all the old good 80s TV shows on there too, like the A-Team and Fall Guy and Airwolf and shit.
So it has stuff that we pretty much grew up on and loved anyway. So it's like, okay, here's my punishment. Let me just watch some shit I already love all the time.
And I'll buy the physical media of whatever I want to watch.
All the Golden Girls episodes.
Yeah. They have channels dedicated to Cheers channel. They have all this stuff. It is perfect.
Got a Mystery Science Theater channel.
Yes. Yeah. And Riff Tracks, 2 separate. Yep. You get them twice. I fucking
so good.
love it.
See, my only fear is that as great as Tubi's becoming and Pluto has been and is even going further now, that we already know where it's going to end up. We know the cycle. We know how it works.
Back to cable.
Not only are they still going to be getting all the revenue from their ads and all that shit, but then they're going to do some type of a subscription base. It might start out small at $3.99, and then it's going to grow to $9.99, and then it's going to grow to $15.99. Like, we already know 10 years tops, 5 to 10 years, and we'll be bitching about Pluto and Tubi being $10.
I fucking hope not. If you guys had to add more ads, go right the fuck ahead.
They got mad good AAA titles and everything else in between. Like, there's no way that it doesn't. There's no way, no how. Especially as people start to do what Mick just did, voting with their dollars, dying all, any subscriptions to things because they're going to these other places. Guess what? They're going to go, oh, we have mad people watching now. Let's start paying. Let's start getting paid. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, though. Pluto can do that. Like, they rent movies too. They have that option. They have their on-demand option. But the thing I like about theirs is they're using the old school style of TV format where we have the channels going. We have all these different, like Paramount Plus sponsors a few channels. And they pay for everything through advertising. So yeah, you're watching commercials, but it's exactly what we did our whole childhoods, up until not too long ago. Exactly. Really. And so I'll stick with that. And yeah, the cycle may go crazy or haywire later down the line. We'll figure that out as it goes.
It just frustrates me because Hulu still gives you fucking commercials even though you pay. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so annoying unless you pay even more to not get extra to get commercial. Like, you can almost pay for the level of commercial content you want on Hulu. It drives me insane. You
gotta listen. I've said it before. I've said it many times on my show. The thing that dictates any type of medium is porn. And when OnlyFans introduced tiers and how it works and all this other stuff, it was only a matter of time before they were like, well, we got to make money this way. So,
hey,
he's not even.
Are you telling him to start an OnlyFans, Mick?
You can pay for my OnlyFans. You get Mick pics all day long.
Feet.
I think he's telling you to start an OnlyFans.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
That's what we're here for.
You get that information, but good luck.
You just got to get all this out. I just got to get it all out.
Oh my goodness. I fucking love this movie though. I feel like I've seen this one more than the rest of them. This one was on TV a lot. This one was on TV a fucking lot.
It's funny you mention it because the remake of Friday the 13th is on right now on AMC, and right after it's going to be Freddy vs. Jason.
Nice.
Wow. I'm only going to have to watch
the remake of Freddy. Yeah, you wish it was flipped around now, huh?
No, take your brain out. Take your brain out. Take your normal emotion of what you usually have for it. Remember, you're going down this experience here with Horror with Sir Sturdy. Exactly. And we're doing it for a reason. We're coming up to great rebuttals and debates here. We got some good shit.
Yep.
I have faith in you, my friend. I bet you your mind changes again after this next watch. Just a little bit. A little bit.
Mine will not.
We'll see.
We're talking about the same movie here, right?
I can't do that one. Not with Dan. You're not gonna like that movie.
He's a maybe. I hope he can show up, but if he can't, either way we're going. I hope he can show up for Thursday. That'd be funny.
You're gonna ruin my 300th episode by making me talk about. Oh no, it's
gonna be Thursday.
Freddy vs. Jason. Sorry, Thursday's gonna be ruined.
Yeah, Freddy vs. Jason's Tuesday. Thursday's fine. You'll be you're prepared. You get to watch the funk out of the ruinedness between Friday and the weekend, and then Monday, and then Tuesday. Boom.
Like you're all like planned for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
I actually have the Blu-rays to both the remakes, so definitely gonna be watching that in full 1080 HD, baby.
I have both remakes on Blu-ray too, but I don't think I've ever watched them.
Yep.
Don't open them if they're not
still
open.
in the plastic.
Don't open them. Save them.
I don't mind the Friday the 13th remake.
We'll see when we get there, Jason. We'll see when we get there for both of them. I have my issues with both, and I'll explain those when we get there. I promise that. Yeah. But with part 7 though, again, really enjoyed it. Seen it so much growing up as a kid. I do wish it did have the gore in it. That it should have had, because I feel if it had that gore in it should have had, I feel like this would have been a universal better liked film, better loved film, closer to on 6's level, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel with that one.
Was Manfredini the one that did it? Did the
music?
No,
he did the music.
Not
Manfredini. I'm not sure who did
Savini?
I'm not sure who did that.
No, not for
this one.
He just did 1 and 4.
it just drives me crazy how much effort goes into stuff like that, and then fucking they weren't allowed to give it to us. You know what I mean?
Imagine Tom Savini doing the whole fucking franchise, being able to do the whole franchise and doing it his way. Oh my gosh.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but everything we wouldn't have gotten if he had done this whole franchise.
That's true.
Yeah, but
I like his remake of Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
So do I.
Seeing it in an alternate universe, just imagine him just doing the whole fucking franchise with his type of work. Oh my gosh. And the kills, and he's able to do them how he wants to do them.
I don't know, man. You gave them all 10 out of 10. How can they get any better to you?
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Stop lying to him.
They're all perfect.
Go back, and now you got to readjust. It's 9s for everything except for 1 and 4.
Listen. That doesn't mean anything. It's not real. It's not here, guys. Therefore, I can't tell you what my rating would be.
That's a glitch in the matrix right there.
Exactly. It may do what Blood Lake did and break the damn scale and go up.
Oh Jesus!
Blood Lake.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
Blood Lake.
So who knows?
God damn.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned Blood Lake and Two Girls One Cup in one episode. Who knows?
I never want to watch a fucking movie.
Which one?
Blood Lake.
What about the other one?
No.
You don't want to watch that one either? What if you had to watch one? Okay, what if you had to watch one or the other?
Which one do you cry my eyes out?
If you had let's just throw that out there. I'll answer too. If you had to watch one or the other.
Fine, Blood Lake. It would definitely be Blood Lake. If I had to watch one of the two, yes, it would be Blood Lake. You know why? Because I can fucking tune out to Blood Lake. I'm not going to be disgusted and fucking mortified the entire fucking 7 minutes or whatever the fuck it is.
And I can fall asleep to Blood Lake.
I'll watch Blood Lake and it's fucking 60-minute bullshit. Fucking everything. Oh my God, Sturdy, why did you introduce this shit to me?
Because you're a good friend. I care about you. That's why.
Sturdy's secretly.
It's not.
Jason, what about you? Blood Lake?
It's Blood Lake. I'm gonna fall asleep to Blood Lake.
I feel like I'm in a fat farmer killer cult right now. That's where I'm at. Let's go stand by a fucking lake in our overalls and pretend like we're fucking mad at the world.
That'd be such an awesome movie. What about you, Dave? And
wow. This is the perfect time for us to run out of here. Yep. I will answer your question though. I guess it's going to be Blood Lake because at least I can fucking zone out for hour and 10 minutes, however long that is.
I'm going Blood Lake.
Oh my God, you guys.
Okay, so what was the question? Because what happened?
Which movie would you rather watch? Just
Choose
one
your
time,
destiny,
all the way through. Blood Lake or Two Girls One Cup?
Oh, 100%. Neither. I'm canceling my internet.
No, you can't say either.
Weed Wolf.
I'm getting rid of my internet. I'm going to live on a mountain somewhere. I'm going to farm my own shit because, obviously at that point, the zombie apocalypse is upon us any moment.
Chris is going to watch Weed Wolf.
Oh, I forgot that.
Sorry.
I would rather honestly watch Weed Wolf, I think, than Blood Lake.
I agree.
Okay.
You know how bad that is, Sturdy? That Chris is willing to just stop watching everything to avoid watching either.
Yeah, but I want to find a movie that's
Weed
worse than fucking Blood Lake so I can get a fucking mug.
Yeah, it's got to be.
He promised me that shit 3 years ago.
No, I can't lie. Yeah, obviously it's going to be
good,
Blood
Jay.
Lake, unfortunately.
Dumb,
what up, Jay?
You guys already know what I'm going to pick.
Two girls?
Two Girls One Cup.
It's only 7.5 minutes long or some shit.
You are a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo.
You are a weirdo.
I got to end this fucking show. I gotta go.
You don't have to go, Nick. I'm just being honest, man. You know,
you're a fucking weirdo.
You get it done. You finish it. Guess what? 7.5 minutes. I'm done. Guess what? You guys still have over an hour left of that bullshit. I'm done.
Don't lie to the audience. Two girls, one cup. 10 seconds, you're done.
No, absolutely not.
He's hard right now thinking about it. He looked over in the corner and saw a cup, and he all of his
Blood
blood
Lake has that dope ass soundtrack.
Oh,
the one
man.
song, the whole movie.
Dude, all right, I'm not doing this fucking show anymore unless from now on, Chris, Jason, and I all hide some shit. Like one of us hides a cup, one of us hides like a girl, One hides another girl, and Sturdy's got to find them. Like fucking, where's Waldo?
Yeah, it's like a
That's it. I'm not doing a show unless we can do this.
Oh my
Chad
god,
and Dave got to do
bro.
it too.
We
I
got
don't even know what this
Sturdy,
means.
I came up with an idea, buddy. I have 2 female dogs. I'll try to get them to shit in a cup, and I'll send it
Nope,
to you
nope,
later.
nope,
Right.
nope, nope. I'm good on that.
That's weird.
See?
All right, everybody.
That's
fun.
See, that's some crazy.
Unreal.
White people take shit. They're crazy. Man.
Follow him at Sir Sturdy. Horror with Sir Sturdy.
White people don't like to be limited to terrible choices like 2 Girls, 1 Cup and Blood Lake. We realize the fucking faults that we've made in this world.
Oh, so they go
we
to
don't want them
racism.
shown to us
Right.
constantly. All right.
Yeah.
We realized that it was the white race who made both of those fucking abysmal fucking garbage shit.
Oh,
But
man,
we
you guys just do a lot of bad shit, man.
It's
Literally.
you that keeps
I
upon
don't know
us,
what to tell
Sturdy.
you.
Well, we've controlled the narrative for so long. We made the stuff that we're gonna make some bad stuff too. Enjoy Forrest Gump, you bastard.
oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. We did.
No,
control
But yeah,
You know,
I mean,
you guys, you know, it's
still
okay.
do technically, but you know, morsels and whatnot. You know how it works.
oh, I'm good. I'm good either way.
You're going with 2 Girls, 1 Cup, aren't you?
No, I'm checking out. Like I'm done.
He's becoming a hermit, remember?
I don't blame
Yeah,
him.
that's
The
right.
In
mountain
fact,
man.
I'm going to live with Chris.
That's it.
I don't want either
It's
of
gonna
this
be a
fucking
good time.
thing.
We can blow shit up and whenever we want. Shoot
Oh, I thought you were
shit.
gonna say you're gonna blow me. I was like, I'm moving now.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's a me.
I was just about to joke and
Wow.
say you guys are gonna live together
Come
in
on.
the nude, but Mick
Come
went
on.
on
Bloink,
and-
bloink. No.
Let's take mushrooms.
Oh my gosh.
2 guys, 1 mushroom.
That'd be a weird reality
What
show
the
with you two.
Let me show you my Goomba.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be a
shit.
really,
All right.
that'd be a really weird reality show.
2 girls,
Sink down
1
the pipe.
mushroom.
Wow.
Let's get out of here before this shit's getting out of
You
control.
see, this is what we get to over here on Horror with Sir Sturdy. People we talk about movies. We
Glug,
get
glug,
on
glug,
some
glug, glug.
weird fucking
Glug, 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 glug.
see this, that. We get on some weird shit. Don't know why. Don't know how all the time. And
Yeah. Who's Luigi tonight?
Sorry, I'm glad I can give you a hand tonight.
I switched hands
Uh-oh.
and now I'm Luigi with
Who
the left.
who wears the red hat? Who wears the green hat?
whoa.
Depends
2
on which
brothers,
arm I'm
1
using.
pipe.
All right, real quick, guys. This is what we're doing on Thursday. Tune in for that.
No, it's not.
Wait. What is this, Mick?
Oh, Sturdy.
Oh.
Oops. That's what we're doing on Tuesday.
There we go.
Halloween.
You didn't upload the other one? You bastard.
I did. Mick, I was tricking you and making sure you're paying attention. Of course I did, Mick.
Oh,
I forgot
God.
that you
Get that
exist.
removed.
Yo,
Oh,
why does
man.
Freddy look like Rando
Delete.
got burned from Recess?
We're about to talk
Miss
about
Finster,
that on
Jason's coming.
Thursday.
I've never been happier to have to work.
I wish you guys could have been here for this. I really wish you guys could have been here for this.
All right, so we're doing it tomorrow night then.
Damn it.
Call in sick. You got diarrhea. You got Freddy. You know, but that's what we're doing on Thursday. And I hope to see you people there. Go check out these awesome, amazing people. All of the links are in the description. And let's see. What else should I tell them? What do they need to know?
Don't you have a spot on Sunday with the Twitch Radathon for Halloween?
I do.
Oh, I'm
I
on with you,
do.
aren't I? I'm on with you, right,
Yes,
sir?
yes.
Yeah.
At 7 o'clock Eastern time, we're actually going to be discussing the film.
Wait, on Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday
Yes.
the 29th.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, I can do it.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to be discussing Texas Chainsaw
No,
Massacre from
I don't
2003.
actually. I really wasn't thinking about that. I just kind of zoned out and started thinking about something else. so it had nothing to do with this. I'm good.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 version. Discussing that, and it's a little two hour session ish I have, but that's gonna be fun. I haven't talked about that movie in a long time. I really do enjoy that movie, and you're gonna find out why on Sunday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and follow Horror@SirSturdy, and also tag him on all of the disgusting videos you find on the internet at HorrorWithSirSturdy.
No, don't do that.
Send
No,
them
I'm somewhat
directly
tied
to
to him, and I don't want to-
horrorwithsirsturdy@gmail.com.
No, don't do that either. I won't read
Anything
those.
like to go up, send it to Sturdy.
I recommend you
What
watch
movie is
on your
Sunday?
own.
Was someone prepared?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2003.
Jessica
I
Biel.
just watched that this morning. Fucking sweet.
Yep, Jessica Biel. There you go, Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel.
Look at
Jessica
that.
Biel. That
Oh,
one.
you mean Justin Timberlake's fucking wife? He's in trouble.
Yeah,
He's a
I
little
love that freaking movie. Love that freaking movie. That's
was
my
good.
favorite franchise. And you know
That
what?
would be a good fucking franchise. Hellraiser versus
Part
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
3 is good. I just watched that for the first time the other day. Part 3 is good.
Oh, yeah, I like part 3. I watched that with you. And part 2 is my
JP
favorite.
Monroe.
Part 2 is my favorite because I love the campy craziness of it.
I'm not mad at that. I can't wait to do that. So yeah, that's gonna be going on Sunday, and there's gonna be
I'll be on at 9 a.m.
What time are you gonna be on there?
I'll be on from 9 to 11. I'll be on, and then I'll be on again at midnight, I believe, Eastern Standard Time, to help cap it all off with the talk and the podcast that we're doing at the end of it, to kind of talk about the experience of it and whatnot.
Yes. It's a rate it down again. You go there, you rate everybody's channel, I guess. I'm still learning this shit, but I'm gonna Worst Damn Gamers welcome me, you know, like I'm an old man, but fuck it. I'm a little older than he is, so I don't get it. Show me, young man, show me. I don't get this.
All good.
this technology.
So if you guys aren't familiar with Twitch, part of the culture there is different content creators can also send their communities over if they're done with their stream. If they know another content creator that is in the same realm that they mess around with, they kind of have a rapport with, or if there's another piece of content that they think you might like, they'll actually just ship all the people that are in their chat and viewing with them right over to that other channel directly at their end of the stream or whatnot. So we're gonna do this to help build more community, more advancement in the social aspect of it, and help people find other great content creators as well while we're doing it. And it's all for Halloween, so there's gonna be a lot of cool content going on in the spooky space or whatnot.
Sturdy, do I have to wear a costume?
It's up to you.
Well, how much face paint can I use?
No blackface.
Say that. I didn't say that, but like if it's a navy blue.
Other than that, I don't care. You can do what you want. There's no blackface.
I just want to say go Nittany Lions.
That's fine.
Brown face is probably also frowned upon.
Well, they're on the same boat. Everyone's enjoying this. Jay, listen,
I'm gonna put really light makeup on. And just be like, dude, you're fucking translucent, you weirdo.
You want to go like Michael Jackson? Okay, that's fine.
Wait. So in your mind, Michael Jackson is brighter than white?
Oh, he was ultra white. He was ultra white, man. He was his own thing. That's how amazing that man was. When that stuff happened and he started bleaching the rest of the way, he took it. Woo! He took it far as shit. He was like, I'm gonna be whiter than white. And that's it. And he's still the motherfucking king of pop. That's some bad
It's crazy.
shit. Right?
You walk around looking overexposed everywhere you go.
Yep.
All right, end this shit. I want to go.
You want to be as white as Michael. That's what it is. That's what makes a real issue is with white people. They want to be as white as Michael. Everybody wants to be like Michael one way or another.
I just really want to do that standing
got
thing
me.
and Smooth Criminal he does.
Busted.
Do it. You could. I believe in you.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I'll fall my ass over. And I
We'll
will.
do it in front of a pool, Mick. See? Problem
Or
solved.
you do it with a chair in front of you, so when you lean forward, the chair's out of scene and it looks like you're doing it perfectly, and then come back. You know what I'm saying? I got camera tricks for you, bro. The right angle, you know.
There you
these
go.
things. You know these
Why not
things.
just do it the way he did it?
Because you need special shoes with a nail slot cut out
Yeah.
at the bottom of it, and you got to stretch your ankles enough so when you lean forward, you don't
I could do
disconnect your Achilles.
I could do
There you
it.
go, Mick. You
I
can
think I
do
could
that.
do it. I'm gonna try it right now. All right, hold on.
Let's see.
All right, guys.
I'm doing
We're
it.
I'll show
gonna,
you
we're,
the fall
gonna,
out of frame.
we're gonna get on out of here, so everybody can go night and smoke crack or whatever everyone does. I'm joking about the
Wow.
crack thing. We are going to get out of here. I'll see you nightmares, people.